up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. So I'm unveiling a little bit of a secret that I've been keeping. We've got a lot going on with all the cars on the channel, and today is about the Road Warrior, the OG, the Coyote swap. The next evolution is upon us, so that's what we're talking about right now. All right, guys, before we get into this video, I just dropped 3 brand new designs of merch on the Foxcast.com. In case you didn't know, yes, I do have merch. I don't plug it a lot because why not, you know? But yes, 3 new designs, hashtag box body, hashtag SM95, and hashtag new edge. So stop by the Foxcast.com and grab some merch. Good quality stuff. I don't sell any junk. They're not the little square, boxy, heavy shirts that you won't want to wear at a show or a race. They're breathable, they're comfortable, just like this. So stop by and grab you one. All right, guys, so let's talk about what's coming next for the Road Warrior. And I do apologize in advance for the wind. It's a little windy, but I love this area, so it's kind of cool. So everybody has their opinions about what I should do to the car next, and I agree with all of them. And but this opportunity presented itself, and so basically Road Warrior's going away, and it's going away for a while. It's going up to Michigan to see my buddy Adam, the same guy at Hunt's Body Shop that painted Pop's car. The Road Warrior is headed that way, and I'm gonna go over a few things, the reality of YouTuber cars, or whatever, we'll talk about that in a second. But yes, guys, that is the plan. Real quick, yes, I did want to add boost. The reason I'm not adding boost is because the kit alone is about $9,000. Then I have to buy a $2,500 fuel system, the custom brackets for the swap application, $1,500 injectors, a lot. We're talking, you don't just throw boost on one of these. It's we're talking $13,000 to $14,000. And because this car represents my brand, and as the original paint, which we'll look at in a minute, continuously is deteriorating, I don't feel like it was a good representation of the brand, and didn't look good in the booths, to be honest with you guys. If you've seen the car in person, you probably know what I'm talking about. But let's get into the reality of the Road Warrior. All right, guys, so we're going to start on the outside, and if you look at the hood alignment, it's terrible. We had basically the whole front end of the car was apart when we did the engine bay, and it's never been right since, so it needs a lot of love. Stock hood, good damage. But you look at the front bumper cover, it's bad. I mean, it's I don't think it was presentable to begin with, but now it's like, my God, it's really bad. And then you look at the paint on the hood, freaking terrible. Let's move down the side. We don't have great alignment with the front bumper cover. It is what it is. And then, of course, you can see more issues with how the hood lines up. We've got alignment issues right here. It's just not right, guys. It's it is what it is. But all the fitment on the front cap is bad. And then you look at, we've got a couple of dings here, which that's not a big deal. Paintless dent could handle that. But you get back here, guys. This is original paint. Original 1992 paint, and as you can see on the bumper cover, there's basically none left. And I know you guys give me shit in the comments for my pink bumper. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And then you look right here, I've done several paint corrections on the car, and as you can see, I mean, there's just not a lot of paint left, guys. It's 27 freaking years old, and it is what it is. We got a hell of a dent right here on the hatch. We had something fall on that. And then, like, you look at all my trim, like, my quarter glasses are not in good shape, guys. They're in pretty bad shape. I did a few years ago, I taped everything off and hit them with some trim black, just to kind of seal them up, make them look black. But if you really get in there, they're bad. And then, of course, the run channels and the door belts, they're old, they're original. They got wax and everything built up on them. More dents and paint chips and on and on and on. Overall, you know, if you stand back and you look at the car, yeah, it looks really good. But if you get up on it, unfortunately, it's pretty bad. And the only way to keep the paint looking halfway shiny is to keep it sealed up really good, because the whole car wants to turn kind of pinkish, whitish. And you know, it's par for the course. It is what it is. It's, you know, original single stage paint, which means no clear. It's just a base. And then you get down here, you know, LX problems. All the paint below the belt is in really bad shape. It's chipped up. It's bad. And then when I did the fender rolling, the paint chipped up a little bit. So, and then right in here you can see how it kind of turns pink. But yeah, guys, it's rough, you know. And again, if it's gonna represent my brand, I don't feel like we can put this off anymore. Again, you see the horrible alignment on the hood, which isn't a big deal, you know, that could be adjusted, but the overall condition, the paint has run its course, and it's definitely time for something else. Yeah, and again, guys, you see it's just the quarter glasses they're done. They are done. They're not as bad as Pop's cars was, but they're pretty freaking bad. All right, so let's get in here and let's take a look at the next issue. So if you guys remember, we just recently upgraded to the contour fan kit and SVA radiator from LMR, and you know, that solved the cooling issues. But when I was driving a couple weekends ago, we went to Cars and Coffee and some local car shows, the temperature started coming up again. I was like, my God, what is the freaking problem? Like, this setup will cool a supercharged car. Like, there's no reason why these can't keep up. Well, there is a reason. Obviously, you know, we shaved the engine bay, so there's very little to no ventilation under the hood. And of course, I'm a stock hood guy, and so essentially all the heat is just kind of hanging out in here, and not only is it, you know, causing the temperatures to rise, but I'm sucking up all of it. So not exactly the ideal situation, and I believe that may be part of why, if you look right here, we got problems, and then right down here, and it's starting to get worse. I believe that's for two reasons. Number one, the car flexing when I race, and number two, just all the heat staying under the bay. And you can see over on this side, it's kind of probably hard for the camera to pick it up, but it's bubbling up right there. So yes, guys, it's going for paint. And not only is it going for paint, but Hunt's Body Shop is going to redo the engine bay, which I'm super excited about. They're going to use some flex agent, stuff like that. But that proposes another very, very, very large problem. All right, so if you're already following me here, if we're going to redo this engine bay, that's got to go. So yes, to further complicate my situation, engine, trans, everything is gonna have to come out, and we're gonna put it up on dollies and caspers and casters and ship it that way. So it's not just a matter of, you know, trailing the car up to Michigan, say, here you go, Adam, you know, let her rip and have fun with it. No, we gotta pull the drivetrain out too. So, and then of course, you know, when the car comes back all beautiful, freshly painted, then we got to put it back in without scratching anything. So as you can clearly see, it's a project. All right, so yes, guys, the cat is out of the bag. Road Warrior is going up for paint. I'm super stoked about it. The car's always been a 10-footer. I mean, again, pictures, videos, all that don't tell the entire story of how the car looked, and that's true for a lot of us, guys. You know, it is what it is. These cars are always a work in progress, and So that's the truth about this car. So if you've seen the car in person, you already picked up on it. It's no show queen. It's not beautiful. It's not a show car. But if you've only seen the car online, I wanted to give you a better perspective of the reality of this car. And the reality is, it's so far from perfect, it's ridiculous. The engine bay looks great. When you pop the hood and you don't look too close, the outside of the car looks good and you don't get too close. But now it's time to change that. And, you know, because the car is representative of the brand, I think it's, you know, it's high time. I've had this car over 11 years. And, you know, it's one of those where it just progressively gets better and better. We'll be videoing as we take the car apart, and then of course we'll be videoing as we go up to deliver the car. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, I'm not coming back with an empty trailer. We've got a little something else up our sleeve, and you're just gonna have to wait for that. I promise you're gonna love it. So guys, that is the what. Again, car's gonna look great. Super pumped about that, and I may or may not have ordered something else for the car. We'll show that in the next video, because the car's not going to look like it does now. I'll just put it that way. So you're just gonna have to wait on that. But if you enjoy this video and you're excited about Project Ward, I just need to quit. Yeah, big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one.